I want to acknowledge contributions that have been made by my predecessors, the late Adrian Mteshi, Ken Kaunda, George Apisu, Paul Kasimu, and Elijah Sitima. A very special recognition goes to Mr. Joseph Vincent Onyango, the outgoing chairman, for his leadership in the last 3 years, which has propelled IHRM to national and regional limelight. On the same note, I appreciate contributions made by the outgoing chairman, vice chairman, Mr. Stephen Malakwen, who has been a long-serving council member representing Rift Valley region. His contribution in opening several branches within the region is well acknowledged and documented for posterity. I will not forget the role played by Mr. Bildad Kisero, the outgoing council member representing Coast Eastern region, for his outstanding service to the members of his region and the profession at large. Mr. Kisero's role and contributions to the governance, integrity, audit, and risk committee is highly recognized. 10 years since the enactment of CHRP Act, the Institute is at a tipping point where every little thing we do as a professional and as leaders in our respective positions will make a huge difference in rising trajectory of the profession. This morning, I call upon HR professionals, wherever they are, to join me in this journey of making a difference. Distinguished guests, as discussed in my manifesto, fast-tracking the review of a CHRP Act amendment to enable effective implementation of the Act is my priority. The process of this review has been long and winding, but I promise to work with other stakeholders and the relevant parliamentary committee to complete the process. I recognize the efforts by the Kinuthia Wamwangi-led task force that drafted the amendments of the outstanding work it did, and not forgetting the Alban Mwenda's team that collected and collated public opinion and led the public participation in the amendment process. HR being a strategic function in corporate management, I endeavor to work with our parent ministry, the Ministry of Public Service, and other stakeholders to review the necessary policies and regulations that will make the HR department report directly to the executive. These reporting lines will be tuned with the emerging trends in which the human element in the workforce will remain the most crucial resource in any production process. If our management philosophy will not address this lacuna, technological advancement which has introduced robotics and artificial intelligence will forever remain incomplete without human intervention to complete the reporting cycle. Due to this, HR professional ought to be proactive in reviewing the reporting lines within our corporates in order to onboard the human attribute in the future of the place of work. Under my leadership, the council shall review IHRM's core values in the management of resources. This shall be achieved through proper financial reporting practices for accountability. As provided for in the CHRP Act, The Auditor General shall regularly and as per the law audit the books and report appropriately. Budget approval shall be through our parent ministry as per the Act. To increase revenue streams of the Institute, we shall approach the National Treasury for funding of the regulatory function of the Institute and thus roll out the separation of the welfare function and the regulatory function. It is my vision that the funding of the welfare function of the Institute will remain members' responsibility to allow self-determination and control, thus leaving the regulatory control, the function of the national government as per the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. My fellow HR professionals, as the Council sets down to work for its members, we wish to promote member participation, especially through the review of the committee composition, to bring on board more vibrant skills and talents to serve our people. Once the Council approves the committee review, we shall advertise and populate all committees and board membership. I urge our members to express their various interests on committees and boards in line with their competencies, skills, and qualification. To take IHRM services closer to our members, my vision is that we will decentralize provisions of some services to regional offices. And to achieve that, And to achieve that, we will open physical regional offices that will double up as offices of regional representatives and offices for branch officials. This office will serve as venues for branch meetings and trainings for CBD programs. The slogan of my campaign was "For our welfare." This is an issue that is very close to my heart, and I will ensure that the welfare of IHRM members is of a higher level. Firstly, the health of IHRM members, bereavement and celebration of anniversaries will be taken care of by the benevolent scheme. Issues of personal development of members such as mortgage and the housing scheme will be part of the Oduma HR Circle, as other welfare activities such as short-term and long-term to cater for school fees for our children and other personal emoluments. On member protection, I will establish a strong team that will offer legal assistance to IHRM members. The Council will also enhance the capacity of the Secretariat and strengthen internal structures and controls, all in an effort to serve you better. My fellow HR professionals, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Institute of Human Resource Management has come of age to extend its network and building partnership with other HR bodies worldwide. This will be achieved through the intensification of global HR forums and necessitating the credit transfers of the qualifications of the international accredited universities and colleges, and the opposite will be true. In conjunction with HRM PEB, IHRM will extend its services of membership, recruitment, and CHRP administration across the East Africa region before the end of this year. It is our belief that our parent ministry, that of Affairs and the Ministry in charge of East Africa Affairs will give us the much needed guidance as we venture into the East Africa market. By tapping into almost over 500 million population market, IHRM and HRMPEP will be able to increase their revenue streams appropriately, unlike the current market of less than 50 million population. While the HRMPEP has been categorized as state corporation, it is my humble petition to CHRP and those responsible with the approval of the already presented instruments to do so to enable their operationalization. Soon, IHRM will approach CHRP for the same categorization, and I take this opportunity to ask CHRP to finalize in the approval of proposed IHRM establishment and other HR instruments. For excellent performing members in their areas of work, IHRM will put in place a mechanism of recognition and rewarding of such members annually. This will be accompanied with a well-established knowledge sharing app or center of excellence, which will enable our fellows share their rich experience and knowledge with HR rising stars and general public. To operationalize this vision, we shall establish a studio whereby all fellow members will record postcards and hold interviews and offer lectures for the benefit of our members and the general public. This knowledge will be captured and recorded into academic and reference books for our universities and colleges. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all the above vision cannot be achieved in isolation, and it is my commitment to enhance existing partnerships with various stakeholders while pursuing new interests for the benefits of the members and the growth of the profession. In line with IHRM's regulatory mandate, the Council will continue to put in place regulations and policies in an effort to streamline and standardize the HR profession in Kenya. The Strategic Plan 2020-2023, whose implementation has been ongoing, will continue to guide the business of the Council and that of the Secretariat, continuously engaging the leadership, especially the branch level, while conducting regular reviews to ensure that we remain